We didn't decide about what we're talking about.
We didn't. So okay, we're going to decide it right now?
Okay, let's decide it.
I gave you my ideas. Did you want to use any of those or do you have something else?
No, I
love
like
those.
them.
What do you want to use?
Can you give me a real refresh on the 3? First, I want to hear about your weekend. This is so good.
Isn't it delicious? Well, first things first is I did a test tasting with a couple of my girlfriends.
Oh my gosh.
And one of the husbands, some friends, and I was like, I want to try these 2 different drinks I found online. I need helpers, and we decided that this was definitely the one.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
If you all end this podcast and don't try this drink, you've done yourself a disservice.
Yeah,
it's really good.
You really missed out. Bartender made it up. He's like, I made this up for the weekend. La Turista.
And honestly, truly, you have to have the rosemary, because when I smell that and drink it at the same time, it's really something magical.
It really is. My friend, one of my friends I was making this for, she's like, can you muddle that first? And I said, yes, be happy to.
Did you do it?
I did for both of the girls. I did it. I didn't do it for me, but I did it for them.
Did they love it?
They loved it.
I think it'd be so good.
So what I'm going to do next time is not only do you have that, but I can, instead of having a muddle, I'll just make my rosemary simple syrup. Have you ever had my rosemary simple syrup?
Yes.
It's so good.
That's going to make this perfect.
It is. I'm going to do that next time. We'll try it.
End podcast now.
We got to get out of here. I got things to
Go
do.
make
I got to make some syrup before the tornadoes come through.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so real quick, before we get into our weekends, we have tornadic activity happening today. So we're going to jet out of here early. That's the beauty of living in the Midwest, you know? Like, their school's getting out early today.
Yep.
They're literally releasing right now to get home before. Because you don't want to be driving in the weather. If it's hailing and stuff, you want to be where you're going to be for the evening. Because it's a long watch tonight. I think it's like 4 or 5 hours.
It's it's up until like 1 or 2 a.m. even.
Oh, I thought it was 8 p.m.
No. Another round comes in at night.
Home. Good thing I went to Sam's this weekend.
Me too.
What day?
Sunday I did a pickup. Sunday evening.
I was there Saturday. I went inside.
You did.
With all 3 children.
Okay. Tell me, I just spent so much money. I spent so much money. I was like, my card was like, because I tried to like buy something else online. I think I hit my max.
It was like, yes!
Between what I bought at Sam's and I bought something else online and I tried to buy lunch on it. And it was like, no, because I have a really low limit on my debit card.
This is why I don't go into Sam's. Maybe that should just be our weekend update really quick.
Okay, Sam's.
This is why we should not go into Sam's. I need to do pickup.
I always do pickup.
When I went in, I was like, well, that's a good deal. And mine's getting kind of worn out. Like, there was a camping chair, and I was like, mine are worn. I need a new one.
How much was it, by the way?
$19
for
a good one.
A good one? Okay, so see, now I wish I would have went in because we just had to throw away a couple of ours, and I had to go buy 1 or 2, and they were junky, and they were $12.
Oh, no, you need to take them back and go to Sam's.
Okay.
And they had 3 or 4 different colors, which I know doesn't matter, but sometimes I like the different colors, so...
Everybody gets their color.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, I do. That's what we have to do. I'm like, well, when the kids were little, Brady was really hard on things. And he got the red chair because it was always broken.
Or covered in food or whatever.
Yes, and she got the other color. So it was like, do not mix those. No, I think that's actually smart.
It was good. And they had like just great summer stuff. They had good food sales. They had, I did not mean to spend the amount of money that I spent. And I was like, what?
What just happened?
What did I? Anyways, but now we're stocked. Although I say that, we get these little like Perfect Bar protein. They have a mini size at Sam's.
Ooh.
Perfect for kid snacks. We're already like halfway through. I'm like, guys.
Calm down.
Let's cool it on the protein bars.
Yeah, do you have to do like, you only get 1 per day type of thing?
Gum, 2 pieces a day. Protein
bars.
You're
Nice.
Two a day, but it has to be different kinds. Like there's a refrigerated kind we have, and then there's like a not. Today is their first day of like really at-home summer break. I told their nanny, I said, kitchen is not open all day. You get breakfast. They've eaten breakfast. They can have snack, lunch, snack.
We're not grazing here.
No, we're not just walking through because they will. They eat all day
for sure. You have to put limitations on it.
What else did you get at Sam's? And oh my gosh, and they had plants. Good deal. I think I got a decent sized strawberry plant, mint, basil. I want to say I spent $12 on all 3 of them.
Ooh, that's not bad at all.
And they were like, the bases were
Oh, that's really
big.
good then.
Like they're ready to go in a pot and like start producing. Nice. I can start using the mint and the basil now.
Ugh, yeah, that's good stuff there. That's great.
Anyways, what was yours like?
My Sam's was literally just restocking. I didn't do any snacks this time. Last time I did snacks.
Nice.
And we really plowed through those. But we had a couple different road trips that we used them on, and then a weekend away, or a couple different days away that, just throw a whole bunch of that in. And I don't mind that. So I got a couple snackies, but mostly mine was produce refill.
Nice.
I got just all the veggies. I got some milk. I got
They have pretty good veggies.
yeah. I like their produce.
Their produce. Yeah.
Yeah. Veggies, a couple fruit things, but like Greek yogurt, big thing. The kids work through that. We've been making a breakfast item that we all like, and it has Greek yogurt, and so they've really been working through it. So, just mostly produce and like ground turkey, the big three double pack with the 3 pounds in each, because we work through that pretty good. I think I'm going to use that tonight for dinner. Anyway.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, I'll probably just do like some turkey burgers on the kids love it when I do burgers on the skillet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love that.
But they are tastier, I think, than the grill.
Yeah.
Because you get that fat, just sits in that fat and
That did juicy. Yeah, that's amazing.
So when I make my turkey burgers, or burgers sometimes, I'll do throw in a package of riced cauliflower.
Ooh.
And then adds like an instant vegetable to the meal.
That's a great idea.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
I learned that on one of my diet recipes.
I need to do that.
And they don't notice it. And it adds a little more volume to where there's a little, and then they get
I tried to feed my kids carrots last night, which actually tasted amazing. I did roasted smashed carrots, and then I put some Parmesan on top, and they were like kind of crispy and baked.
Yeah.
They were really good, by the way. And they were like, oh, I can
No.
Before they even sat down, here's the other thing I made. I had chicken thighs, which I think taste better.
I love chicken thighs.
And I had this like high protein pasta. It's not gluten free, but it's an Italian flour. So it's just less glutinous and higher protein. Anyways, I cooked the chicken, but I cooked it in like a half a stick of butter and olive oil and some spices. So it was like really flavorful chicken and moist. And then I put in the stock, the cream. And so I made a cheese cream sauce, like essentially with the chicken.
Yeah.
And then I poured the pasta in. It was amazing. It was so good.
That sounds great.
The carrots. And you would have thought I tried to feed them like grass. I was like, guys, I spent an hour making this meal for you. Yesterday, we probably shouldn't even talk about. It was no bueno.
Oh, no,
and
not a
I don't know what it was. But then I worked counter at church, baby counter. People bring up their babies.
That's interesting.
And I'm like, yeah. And I take them to their class, whatever.
Just slide that baby across the counter.
Give me that baby. I get you that baby. But I don't have to entertain the babies. I just literally put the babies in their class. So there's 2 classes, older babies, younger babies. Anyways, every person I would be like, how's your day going? And I'm not joking. Every person was like, woo, we're here. It's been a day. And I'm like, me too, bro. What's going on?
We're all maybe it was the barometric pressure.
Well, and here we are at 4 tornado day.
Bring it on.
Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
It was good. Everybody needed an attitude adjustment. And they were told that multiple times.
Those words came out of my head. Yeah.
At one point, I did stand in the corner of my dining room. I walked out of the kitchen in complete frustration, stood in the very corner of the dining room.
You put yourself in the corner.
I literally put myself in the corner, and I said, Lord, please. And then there were some cuss words in the middle of it.
Oh, gosh.
As in a prayer. It was like a prayer and a cussing and screaming all in the same thing by myself in the dark. And then I walked back in the kitchen because I had to finish whatever. I don't remember what I was doing.
My gosh. I'm so sorry. That's tough.
Oh.
Mine was literally the opposite. I had a great weekend.
I love that.
I'm so happy for me. Because normally I'm like, I got mad about this. Yeah.
I'm glad I could bear your burdens
Thank you. I think it was your turn. If we could take opposites, that's nice.
Okay, so next weekend,
it's all you, girl.
Really great weekend.
I think it was. Fair enough.
It's good. Anyway.
Isn't it a holiday weekend next weekend? Oh. Or is the weekend after that? No? No, it's weekend after.
2 weekends, 2 weekends. Because I have my children that weekend. It's not this coming weekend.
Okay.
It's the next.
I'm really messing up. I'm trying to make things go faster than they need to, and that's not okay.
Please don't.
Don't do that.
So, anyway.
Okay, cool. Well,
That's good. Okay, today we're going to talk about getting into real estate.
yeah.
Should we tell our stories about how we got into it?
Yeah, maybe
Quick.
I'll be quick. I get
You say
long-winded.
that.
I know.
I love you.
I love you too.
We're both long-winded.
Okay.
All right, go.
3, 2, 1, go. Been in the business 20 years, over 20 years. Title in escrow, Jink, a little bit of break, insurance agency, move on from that, and then real estate since 2019, right before the pandemic. Started with a team, was their back office help, transaction coordinator. A couple years later, got my license, worked as an agent on their team for about a year or so with my license, not quite. And then I moved to your team, or the Lundy Group, which is you're part owner of. And the Lundy Group, I am a showing agent for buyers. The end. Done.
Love that. That was
That's the best I ever did.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're my character today.
Oh.
Okay, so Grandpa was in real estate forever, had his own brokerage, so just grew up around it. So then I ended up getting my license in 2016. Oh, before that, I was an admin for an agent for about 3 months, then got my license, was a single agent, year and a half, joined a team, worked on like their new construction side for a while, then moved into being a buyer's agent, helped grow a buyer's agent, like team within a team, then had my own team, then merged teams.
You've been all over the board. All over.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is good. I kind of like it.
No, I think that's really good. It gives you such huge perspective of all the different spaces. And I feel like that it says a lot because it's like you're very versatile and you're ready to pivot if you need to, if it's the right move. I love that.
Which is nice. So, and it makes change less scary because I changed a whole lot.
You know what? Just keep changing.
Keep on changing. I don't love changing my real estate team, like business.
Yeah,
it's hard transitioning
that's a
businesses.
lot.
We were telling somebody that today. So we were talking to somebody today.
We had a young lady who I went.
So cutie, by the way.
Isn't she cute?
Gosh,
we'll have to send this to. Hey, check out our podcast, young lady.
Oh, we need to.
That would be fun. So she was really cutie. I was going to do some showings in Neo Show a few weeks ago, and so I went through Seven Brew, got a coffee, and she was my little person, my little car hop. And she was real cutie and took my order and was like, what are you up to today? And real sweet, like they do.
Yeah.
But she was very engaging. Sometimes they're like, I'm supposed to say this and ask this old lady what she's doing. But she actually
try to care.
And try to act like I care about her crap. So then I was like, oh, I'm just showing houses down here in Neosho today. And she's like, showing houses? Are you a real estate agent? I'm like, I am. And she's like, I actually have been really interested in that. So I gave her my card and said, hey, if you think about it some more and you have any questions, I'm happy to visit with you. Thankfully, I've got you in my back pocket, because I'm not used to, I just talk, but you have some really good talking points that are important and data that's good to bring into the conversation. I'm more like, it can be good, it can be bad, it's great. Or
Like today, I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yesterday,
don't ask. Anyway, so thankfully, we made up a little appointment. She came in and she was a real cutie patootie trying to decide what her future was going to look like. School versus work versus this versus that. And I don't envy somebody in her position because there's so much pressure to make a decision about your future and it feels so final. It's this finality to it that's like, sis.
Do you know how much life is going to change?
Right.
And you're 19?
Yeah,
20?
whatever. And it's like, if you don't want to get into major college debt and you don't want that certain, don't do it.
Yeah.
Or if you want to, give it a minute. One of my very best friends growing up, we got our associates at the same time right out of school. And then she did her thing, did a whole other career path, went to beauty school, had couple decades almost doing that. And she's like, behind the scenes, got her teaching degree. And then behind the scenes, got the next level. I don't know all the.
That's awesome.
And now she's getting ready to start a job teaching possible teachers at
that's
Crowder
cool.
College. She's going to be, I love that about her. She's so brave. And I think with young people today, it's like, you don't have to feel stuck in this. And the thing about real estate, what we're telling her is there's not a lot of upfront costs. There's a lot of upfront work.
Right. It's a low barrier to entry. You have to be 18 years old.
18 years old. Like my kid, he's going to get his this summer. He's going to go to real estate school this summer. He's Brady at 17. He's going to go ahead and do his class because he can do the class at 17. He'll turn 18 in August. and go take his test.
I love.
Which I think is so cool. Like, get in there and do it, bro.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know what he wants to do with that. We'll see. But again, the cost of jumping in and going for it's great. And so we had a nice little conversation with her. You were really great. I appreciated your input. So,
I think that is the thing about it. One, I was sitting there thinking, gosh, I do not miss being in this position.
No.
Feeling like the weight of the world is like, okay, well, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? What? No. What? No. Even in this career, did you hear how many times I've changed what I've done?
Right.
And in the same thing, like, you are never going to be doing the same thing forever. Maybe I shouldn't say never. Some people have.
Some people do.
But it's
okay
rare.
if you don't want to. Yeah. I feel like some people in past generations have stayed doing the same thing forever because that's what you do.
That's what you do.
It's stable. That's what you do.
Yeah.
And I get that.
There's part of that I respect. I'm
I
gonna
do
be honest.
too.
There's like
too.
there's a work ethic to that I feel like is kind of being lost. And
Yes.
you don't always have to do that though in order to have a good work ethic.
Exactly. Yeah. Staying in the same place forever because it feels safe. It doesn't always It doesn't always equate work ethic. I
agree.
So there's like this interesting balance. I feel like it's really, I don't know. I just feel like it's a little bit exciting because I've had a lot of different jobs. And it's so funny because Jordan and I have had this conversation through the years, and he had the same job for almost 20 years. Because it's scary to change, and you know what you're going to make. You know what your check's going to look like. You know how much money's in your 401k. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But for me, I'm usually like 3 years, and I'm like, I'm kind of bored. Although at the title company, I stayed there like 13. Yeah. But within that,
you moved around.
I changed. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I did every job possible except for examining title. And even that, I kind of learned a lot of that when I was doing some other like pre-work for that. But I did everything from being a runner after I'd been there years. Yeah. I was like, I'll go run. I got to get out of here. Yeah. I'll go to the courthouse and learn how to dig out archived documents. I love it. It was so fun. And I would get to know the grouchy courthouse ladies and be like, hey girls, what's up? Like, oh, hey. And I'm like, I try to be the best part of their day because I'm nice. Yes. Anyway, because I get some doozies up there, Sure. Anyway, I just, even within that, like I'm like next. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I would feel guilty that I was like that. But now at this age, I look back and I'm like, thank God. Yeah. I'm so glad that I got, that I figured out banking wasn't for me and I left when I did.
But you probably took lessons. You learned things from it.
Much.
Every time it's next.
Yes.
It's not like, well, now I'm a blank slate again. Like, you take experience with you.
And honestly, real estate is what it is, but I don't know. I remember when you guys hired me. Yeah. You're like, what do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm like,
everybody.
Yeah, which is yeah. And I would do the same thing. Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
I loved it.
I don't know.
So I was actually talking to my coach a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about, he said there's really 3 types of people. And I feel like I've heard this before, but it's fresh on my mind. He said there's people that are really good at starting things, there's people who are really good at maintaining things, and there's people who are really good at ending things. And all 3 are needed in any capacity, even just thinking about, personnel, thinking about businesses, thinking about whatever it is. You need all 3. And he was like, because I was talking to him about that, I said, I feel like one of my strengths is getting things started and like off the ground and excited about, and then I feel myself not great at maintaining things, right? And he was like, I feel like it's actually really great that you know that about yourself and people understanding where their strengths are in life or business, because it's good to know where you can plug yourself in and be like, I'm really good at this thing. And then you can lean into that, and then recognize that somebody else is going to be really good at coming in and maintaining something, or if it needs to end, calling it. Yeah, and that's a skill.
It really is.
Like, hey, I'm looking at this. I think it's time to call it. Yeah, and that's a skill.
It really is.
That would be the worst one to have. It's one of the. I think it's actually one of the most discerning ones to have. But that might be good self-reflection. Anybody listening to this, like, what am I really great at, and where, and any industry, any job.
Yeah.
It's not just real estate. Any part of life. What are the strengths that you are like, man, when I come into this thing, my energy, I pull energy from this, I give energy to this. Where is that? And lean into it. And it doesn't mean that you can't stay in something.
Right.
But just knowing, like, does our team need this little small project up off the ground?
Well, that's for you to get. Let me get that energy going, and then you're like, Cassie is really good at she takes your idea and says, "Ooh, I'll keep it going."
Yes, and she like runs it, maintains it. So, anyways, I thought it was a good question.
That's a great question, and and I really appreciated it with our conversation with our friend today, our new friend. Like, she had a lot of really good questions.
Yes.
Like, she was like, okay, next. You could tell she was like,
she almost like couldn't let you finish.
I got another one. I got another
question.
Yeah,
which I thought was great.
Yeah, that was good. I appreciated that it's obvious that she's thought a lot as a young person. She's thought this through a lot. It's just so funny too. Like, there's people that are just like think, and they'll be like, I think, like Brady, my nephew, I think I'm gonna get my license.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And he's like, I've been telling everybody all about it. Okay, well, let's do it. I like that too, because it shows a sense of courage and a sense of just being bold and and having not feeling an overabundance of fear of the failure, because that's very much a stopper for a lot of us, a hurdle.
She brought that up. Actually, you had stepped out of the room.
Okay.
I think you had like just walked. Well, she brought it up, and then
I walked.
To get something for her. She didn't just leave.
This is where I'm out. Like, I don't want to talk about failure because I've had way too much of it in my life.
Well, and that's kind of what I said. I was like, if your fear of failure is your biggest hurdle to this, you're going to fail. Like, I think if I could go back and if I look at the moments in life where it's been the most terrifying or the most scary or the most like paralyzing, it's because I'm like, oh no, what if this doesn't go well? What if it doesn't happen? What if the thing that I put all this energy into doesn't go well? It might not. And because that's happened, because I failed at a lot of things, professionally, personally, in friendships, and motherhood, in all of it. Failed so many times. And every time, if you can learn to be like, and I know we've talked about this before actually on here, but like taking the failure as a lesson, because she was talking about weighing going to college or not this. I would never discourage anybody to not go to college, because I learned a lot in it. And if you're just open to learning in general, I think that you could learn a lot from that. And I was like, you're going to fail a lot. You're going to fail in the transaction, and it's just going to happen. So don't let that stop you from moving forward in something, because it actually might make you really good at it, you know? And I think that I wish that if I could go back, somebody could have told me that earlier, you know? That you're not going to be good at things, and you're going to mess it up, and it doesn't actually mean that you're not good at it, and that you're not going to be good at it. Yeah.
You know, I feel like too, like, especially if you're a high achiever, or sometimes things just come naturally, that when you do fail, it very much can be a stopper if you're not careful. Like, your thinking, your mental stability goes out the window for a minute until you get it pulled back in, because hopefully you do, because sometimes that can be just and that's another thing about it, is like not leaning on your natural ability always. Yes, know what those things are, but
they could hone a skill with it.
You can hone it, yes. And I feel sometimes that sense of, and we actually just talked about this at our Bible study yesterday, and it's about humility, because having a natural skill is great and all, or God-given skill, or whatever, or maybe some things just come naturally to some of us.
Yeah.
And you can't lean on that. Otherwise, you could become haughty with it.
Sure.
That's a problem. You lean on it in a way, but you have to be very careful, because it can turn into its own problem.
Yes.
But that goes back to what you were saying about being open to learning and open to whatever, the education of any place you're at, whether it's school or further education or getting a certificate of some sort, or just a job where you have to learn something very specific at that job because it's very, job specific. Anyway, I just feel like any of those spaces, being humble and open to learning and open to falling and learning from that and becoming better at it. Because guess what? The lessons, when you screw something up,
oh my gosh,
you don't forget those.
Especially in real estate. Because you're dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars of other people's money.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many lessons I learned working in title and escrow because there was a couple times it was my fault something didn't close.
Like a search thing?
Or I didn't catch something, or I thought that I got something out at the wrong timing, and so now we have to wait another week to get the document, and it was on me because I wasn't paying attention or whatever, or, you know, and it stops the transaction, and that screeching halt, you don't forget that.
When the weight of that is on you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, again, you don't do that mistake again, though. Like, you learn from it, you don't forget it. Those are not, they don't kill you.
You can't be like, I messed this up, I can never do this again, so I quit.
Yes.
Like, that's what's gonna kill you.
Yes, and that's
Don't be afraid to get back in the arena.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Then they're never gonna keep me down. Never.
Did you just make that up right now?
Hold on, I gotta write that down.
I think we could put a melody to it. Do you think that there would be a possibility we could be like, I'm kind of feeling like, kind of like a slower beat, but like no one's probably ever done that before, but I think
this is, it feels very,
it's original.
It's kind of poetic, kind of like,
but a little bit
groovy,
encouraging.
Yeah, a little bit of a bop to it.
I like it.
I like it too.
I think that's good.
I like talking about getting the real estate. I mean,
so some of the things, okay, so we talked about getting into real estate. Some of the things that I tell people up front, because here's one thing. What I could tell you is all the wonderful things about it, like, oh my gosh, you're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna make a whole bunch of money, or you can. You get to meet new people. You get to get out there. Oh my gosh, you can like make your day what you want it to be. And all of those things can be true. And within the first 2 years, we need to look at the statistic. Actually, would you mind looking that up right now?
Yeah.
A huge percentage of people actually get out of the business because it's really hard. It's hard to go and get new business, or it can be. You have to be consistent in doing something. And whatever that is, if you're gonna be consistent in showing up to a bunch of networking things, be consistent in cold calling, be consistent in buying leads. Teams have made huge success on that. You have to make sure you're watching your ROI at the end of the day with it, but you can have success in it. You have to be consistent in what you're doing, but that's the hard part of it. And your paychecks are 2 months out, right? Like if I sign a client today, best case scenario, we're closing on something in about 2 months. So I think, and it can be very stressful because it's high emotion, it's a lot of money, it's high pressure. And I think those are the things that sometimes people don't really think about getting into this, but it really can be a lot. It's a large mental load. But to me, being a really good problem solver, being able to carry the mental load and walk people through high emotional things and help them make wise financial decisions, that's why we charge what we do. Because it's a lot to carry with people, and understand the market and understand what's going on and be able to negotiate with them and be able to look at data and interpret that for people. Yeah. Anyways, did you look it up?
Oh, yeah. NAR says, which is National Association of Realtors, reports that approximately 75% of new agents leave within their first year and 87% leave within 5, which that's when I remember.
I think it's like if you make it past 5, then your success of staying in it longer goes dramatically up. Sure. But it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but the pros can outweigh the cons, obviously, with some of the stuff you were talking about. But I feel like that's, what is a surefire? Like,
right?
I mean, showing up every day at the local, fast food chain, that's surefire because they're going to need a warm body flipping those burgers.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's totally fine. We need people to do those things, but nothing's sure.
Nothing's sure. Especially if you are wanting to build something big, you have to take a risk to do it.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, it's true. And that's honestly with anything in life.
And with anything.
With anything. There's
no guarantees in any of it.
No. But learning the lessons and enjoying the ride is super important. And figuring out when to end. And that's one thing that was really huge for me when I had my insurance agency. I couldn't figure, it was really hard to let it go. Even though I knew quite a bit earlier than when I finally called it, which the company helped me call it too, because it was a mutual bye. Yeah. But I knew,
it had to be so hard.
It's so hard. It takes such a hit to your ego, to your confidence, to whatever. anything you thought you knew and could do and all that stuff, it's a hit. And that's not easy, especially if you have confidence and ego. Like, it's not a bad thing though either to kind of let's just bring it back down. Let's check this out. Let's humble ourselves, understand that this is not for you.
Yeah.
And there's other things out there. And being open for those next opportunities too, which is really another really hard thing. So,
but I appreciate you opening up and being willing to talk about that. That's a big deal. Some people have a hard time recovering from things like that. Like I mean, you had your own insurance agency and then had to realize it wasn't working. You didn't like it, and you had spent time and money.
Yeah, and it took me a while. It's taken me a while to fix the money part of it too.
Right.
Because I was really, really lean at first, but then I wasn't getting anywhere, so I dumped some money into it. And thankfully, I had a husband who was very open to me taking a bit of a risk there. Yeah. And it wasn't the right call for me. But yeah,
But you would have never known that if you didn't do it.
I would have always wondered. I would have always wondered. Yeah.
I think taking the risk half the time is part of it. Like, and you're still alive, and you're here, and your family's happy and healthy.
Yes, that's right. And we're not starving, and we're taking care. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's always worth. To me, it's always worth. Not always. Most often, it's worth the risk, and to find your space, to find your.
If you feel like a gut thing, to me, I'm like, I think it's worth taking the risk.
Absolutely.
A gut, like if you have a strong gut that you keep coming back to.
Yeah. And I think that's something because of all that, I've realized that there's things that I've put on the back burner, not work-wise necessarily, but more hobbies or creative-wise, that I never really called myself a creative person because I'm always like an analytical, numbers, and I would always take the classes that were the most, obviously the good ones, like the one you need to take because it makes sense.
Yes.
But in my mind, I was like, but I really want to go do that. And so now at this age, after doing some failures, I am now more open to doing some of those things, even if they don't work out. But I'm dipping my toe in my spare time, trying out some other things, or just doing this, right?
Yes.
This is a complete failure opportunity right here.
Yes. We didn't make it we're professional podcasters. I mean, it may not go well.
No.
This could totally burn and fail. And then we'd be like, okay,
that was fun while it
one
lasted.
time I did a podcast. And it was great.
It was great.
And we'll probably learn. I've learned about mics from this and other things.
Lighting, kind of.
Editing. I don't know. I'm out on some of the stuff we're learning from it. But I mean, we're doing it.
Yeah.
And I think
trying.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think you do it.
It's fun. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I love that. Don't be afraid of failure.
No, don't be afraid of failure.
And when it happens, because it's going to, my biggest failures in life have made me a better person.
Same here.
And I've understood myself more. I think when you have a large failure like that, or a huge hit to your ego, or like something that you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Then you assess yourself, and it makes you take stock of like, who am I? What am I doing? What's going on? What do I want?
What are my values? Who do I want to be surrounded by? How do I want to spend my time? Because time is so valuable.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. All those things.
Yes.
It's always worth it. I mean, don't be ignorant and like throwing stuff away, but no, those risks, it's rare that you, and if you stay in a space of regret, then that's not good. No. You can't stay there.
You gotta work through it.
It's like, dang, it takes a hit, then you're like, but I learned this.
You can come out of it a more refined person.
Absolutely, 100%.
If you choose to be.
Absolutely.
Okay, what's our drinks?
Drinks today. So we're gonna link it. Today is.
We're gonna link it.
I think we're gonna try to. I'm gonna have them try to link.
I just like saying it. We're gonna
link it. Like, subscribe, link.
I'll link to this blanket.
Where'd you even find that?
I found it. It was on an office couch. Not our couch.
Not our couch?
I just walked past and I was like, I need that today.
I need this fur pelt.
I borrowed it.
So I found this on Instagram, and we tried it, and it's amazing. It's a tequila, again.
Shocking.
Sorry. The guy calls it La Turista, so the tourist, I'm guessing. It is tequila, 2 ounces of tequila. There's a lot of stuff in this. An ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. Half an ounce of simple syrup, half an ounce of Aperol, half an ounce of St. Germain's.
Ooh.
That's what's gives and a couple dashes of bitters. Shakety shake, shake, shake. Strain into glass. Do a little orange peel, and you have to express it and do it in there and get all the juices.
Explain what expressing is, because I wouldn't know what that is.
Oh, you take the peel and you
People know that. I don't know.
take the peel of some, and then you twist it, and you can literally see the oils spritz out. It's amazing. And then you take it and you go shing, 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 and it puts it inside. The oils go. It's
good.
It's so good. And then a little sprig of rosemary for fun, but you smell it.
It really does change the drink. Mm-hmm. The experience.
Like I said earlier, my friend had me
Muddle
it.
Which I
And
think is a
they
good
said
idea.
it was wonderful. So I'm going to try it.
If you haven't learned at this point, Reagan is the drink expert for the podcast. And I love it. It's such a strength of yours. It's really good.
Thank
I
you.
love that you were researching it this weekend.
I have a whole notes section on drinks I want to try.
It's not even a thought in my head. I'm like, oh, I'm excited to drink on Monday.
You're like, what are we having today?
We're doing it.
Oh, I love it. I don't mind. It's I like to do it.
I know, I love it. Okay, well, from Ray and Shay, have a great week.
Have a great week and don't get hit by tornadoes.
Oh yeah, I gotta go home.
I gotta go. Bye.